Out of games, and today we are streaming Final Fantasy 12: The Zodiac Age. You know what? Fuck. I don't think, did I type in the game? No. Off to a rough start. Let's see. There we go. Updated. All right. We are playing Final Fantasy 12: The Zodiac Age, and I am about to kick it off. We're just gonna jump right in. Let me start the timer. Alright, that is the timer for how long I have been working through the series. Oh, shit, wrong button. Well, that slows us down just slightly. Alright, let's look. Inverted. Alright, that's good. Alright, here we go. Into Final Fantasy 12, into Ivalice. And I'm doing this in English. I felt like the 13 and 15, as much as I love those games, people can't follow. It's a little more frustrating. So we're going to do this one in English. I'm not a big fan of the voice acting, which you'll hear in a second. But the game and the story are really good, and I'd like it to be portrayed here.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Far on.
An attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little.
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
This voice acting's a lot better than I remember, actually. Maybe I was just angry about it. I don't know. That's pretty good so far.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
It's a little Star Wars-esque, isn't it? Like the spaceships fighting and stuff. The planes.
No! The paling still stands!
Shield you on sight, near failing light.
The paling's fallen!
Then it's over.
For my father. For my father!
Lord Rasler!
This is great. This is the last Final Fantasy to have a good story, too. 13 obviously sucked balls, but 15 story wasn't great. Like, even though the DLC is really good and I like the story, it's not, like, solid. This story is completely solid.
Blessings of the Great Father descend and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
So in case you haven't been following, the prince just married somebody, the princess. They went to war. The princess died, and now the princess is in mourning. And that's how far we've gotten. This is a more political game than some of the other ones. Like, they really delve
The death
into...
of Lord Rasler
here we go.
Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasler's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta.
I'll talk in a second. I gotta pay attention to all the politics. This story is politically heavy.
For a terrible revelation awaited them.
All right, that's
the
it.
treaty
Oh,
will be
that's
signed
not.
with steel and writ in royal blood.
So this story is very like very political. It's much deeper than some of the other Final Fantasy stories, but it's a really good one.
You there? Can you hear me?
The intro's forever. It takes forever to get through the first couple of scenes.
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland.
Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand?
All right, here we go. So Wayno, how's it going, man?
Think you can
How's
fight?
how's your weekend
I'm
going?
fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch.
I saw you streaming yesterday. I don't think I came in and said hi. I don't remember. I had a really rough day yesterday. I was just exhausted and drained all day long. I don't know why. I just like the whole week caught up with me, you know? That doesn't happen to me too often, but occasionally you just get like, I get knocked out. I've hit my limit, and for the week I'm done. And that happened yesterday. Tipsy tankin'. I love that. I love that's a thing.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
We have a tutorial that you have to do. I don't know, tipsy tanking's kind of it has a ring to it, you know? Certain something about it. What did the French say? Isn't it, I can't remember. Son of... Oh well, I can't remember French. Je ne sais quoi? Isn't that it? Certain something. We're gonna learn French in my channel. I've only drunk on screen once, and it felt awful. Like the next day, I felt like garbage, and I still ended up streaming the next day too. Ça ne sais quoi? I think that's it.
Captain?
Captain. I am not a fan of the English, guys. I'm sorry. But I just think it's easier to follow for viewers. I prefer playing in the Japanese. Send up. Oh well, I'm not going to get it right. I'm just going to go with it. It's going to bother me all night. I know everybody's psyched that it's Sunday and people are going back to work tomorrow too, right? Like, doesn't that just make the night better? I don't know about you guys, but I've been looking forward to going back to work since I left work Friday. I didn't know this guy had magic, so we're gonna go ahead and thunder. Beat it. Tutorial boss defeated. Wait, no, were you the one in Red Dead's channel talking about owning a Dodge? I thought it was you.
My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
What do you have?
We receive you, Tomberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought. My thanks, Antlion. Tomberry disengaging.
Oh, nice. I drive a Dodge Grand Caravan because I have a bunch of kids. Whenever I think of Dodges, though, I think of, and this is going to give my age away a little bit here, but Married with Children. There's an episode where Al takes his Dodge into the car wash, and he's super mad because they can't find his car. They lost his Dodge. Somewhere between dropping it off for the car wash and getting to the end of the line, they lost the Dodge. And at the end, they find it. And they say, Mr. Bundy, your car went in brown, but it came out red because when it was clean, it was red. He goes, I remember buying a red Dodge. That's my, like...
What if Captain
That's what I always think of with Dodges. But I have a red Dodge, and I just think of that episode every time I get into it.
Too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king.
That show's great, though. It's brilliant.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
I love it. Was one of the first shows on Fox, and I remember they had like so many jokes about Fox being a shitty network. Like they had a joke about the kids getting in their Fox viewing positions, and they were like holding antennas off to the side, you know, all over the place, just so they could pick up Fox as a network. Such a ridiculous show. Get into your Fox viewing positions, kids. I know Red Dead was saying he has a Ford, and I used to have a Ford. We used to have a Ford. I had a Ford Explorer, and then I had a Ford Focus, and then I got a Ford Escape. So I'm kind of a Ford guy. But you know, they're decent cars, but I'm really enjoying the Dodge that I have. Like, I know it's like a mommy van, but it's good shape. You know, it gets me where I need to go, and I haven't had any issues with it. I've had a GM too. I had a I guess I haven't had a GM. I had a Chevy Blazer for a while too, and I didn't care for that as much as the Fords. But the Fords definitely broke down more. Like, I had to replace the transmission, I had to replace all sorts of stuff with it. You know. I think every Ford I've owned, I've had to replace the transmission on. I had a 98 Blazer for a little while. Alright, we're going to go to 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Hey, Zephiel. Yeah, I mean, it never broke down on the road for me, but it definitely had a lot of issues. Like, the 91 Explorer I had, I had to get rid of it because it cost more than it was worth. Like, I had to replace, like, the whole engine. It's like $3,000, and the whole thing was worth at that point, like $1.5, like $1,500. Just totally wasn't worth it. I got rid of the Ford Escape though, because I had so many kids, so they couldn't fit in the back comfortably with the car seats and everything. So I ended up getting the van because of that. Which bums me out. I love the Escape. The Escape I had was good. I had a 2007 Escape. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you put your wiener in a girl and you get her pregnant, you gotta get a van for the kids. It's my take on kids and parenthood. Am I going the right way? I guess I am. They don't really tell you where to go. It's just kind of like, figure it out. You've made it to the orgy. Oh wait, they're all dead. My bad. Different kind of party.
Your Majesty.
I thought it was funny. Nobody else did.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Damaska to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent. Hello.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not
Oh,
cattle
cool.
to be
Thanks,
sold
man.
by a traitor king.
But the war is over.
Yeah, we only have the van right now because my wife and I both work from home. But I'm looking at getting a truck as the secondary vehicle because I don't know. It's just kind of nice to have something that to carry shit around in, right? Like, I don't know.
Now you've gone and ruined.
Not looking for anything too fancy.
Haven't you, Captain?
Like all the ones that Red Dead was looking at on his stream, they all look beautiful, but they're like brand new. I just want a shitty old meter that I can get from point A to point B with.
Take the captain away.
Off you go.
It's a lot of heavy breathing.
Vaughn.
Feel the cold embrace of death, you bitch.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided.
Yeah, I can get pretty much everything I need to in the van, but I don't want to dirty it up because I'm driving my family around. So if I was to get something to haul stuff around, it would have to be a truck. But I'd want an extended cab, I think, just so I could get more people in the back.
In their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer too for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life.
Oh, Princess Ash was hot looking and she killed herself.
Also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg,
that's too bad.
For incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
There's a lot of story in this one. A lot. Probably more than 13. 13 had the cutscenes. This is all story. And cutscenes. A little bit of both. Yeah, I don't need, like, right now I don't need to carry too much either, but, like, I have a kayak. I'd like to be able to take that
I know.
up to
Just
the
a
lake.
little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites.
Got a bunch of logs in the backyard I'd like to take somewhere.
3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Alright, we're gonna farm rats for the next 6 hours now. See how that goes.
Wow, Vaughn, you got them all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now. That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Welcome to RPGs.
Totally
Grind
forgot.
little bitty monsters for 10 hours and then you can go beat the game.
You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Okay, so the story's way better than 13, but it starts out slow. It starts out real slow. But right off the bat, you get access to, like, the city and looking around, and just there's a bit more openness to it.
Huh? What'd you say? Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you're going, churl? What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy!
The boy stole from him. He's like Aladdin.
Oh.
Vaughn was the one character in this game I didn't like, and he's like the main character. But, you know, I read something once that, like, Star Wars is supposed to be through the eyes of the droids.
What?
And I like to imagine that this is kind of the same. Like, Vaughn's one of the droids.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again.
Like, he's not really, like,
What
one of the main
happens if they
characters. He's
catch
just
you?
a
We
side
need you to be
character that
there
you
for us, Vaughn.
happen to see the story
You're
through.
no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this? One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate. free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
All right, finally, here we go. We're just gonna go straight into the quest and the story. Not gonna explore too much. And there is like a speedy fast mode. We're gonna use that a bit too. They turn the speed up on everything, so it's not just your characters.
I was waiting.
Pinello said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teem's with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too. I can't leave my shop, and I've Pinello on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
What do you mean by theme? Like the background and the Streamlabs theme?
Work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Or do you mean like, I'm gonna wear a cat suit every day kind of theme? Like there's a couple ways you could go with that statement. I hope it's the cat suit. I see what you mean. Yeah, he's got a nice setup, and I think the I was looking at his emoticons today. His emoticons are really well designed. Like, I don't know if he does that or he paid somebody for it, but it looks really good.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
I was just talking to Zephiel earlier about those because the Streamlabs themes are really expensive.
Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair.
You know, I started with Elder Scrolls.
Welcoming.
But
you should be whatever.
I knew all along I wasn't going to be playing just that. I knew I was going to be playing a lot of games in my Steam library. So I had started by saying that I was only going to play games in my Steam library and plow through them. And I did that for the first month and a half to 2 months. But then you just get lumped up as a variety streamer.
Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
I'm fine with that too,
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you
it's harder to capture people when you're switching games a lot. You know, like
for you.
Oh, right.
You get an audience and you get followers because people like find you through something. So you're playing a game that they like, for the most part, right? And I've had trouble with that because like I had people watching me when I was playing like Alien Isolation. They haven't come back. They watched me weeks in a row, but they haven't come back to watch me since I started playing RPG. So, you know, it's just everybody's got their own thing that they enjoy and like. You definitely have to enjoy what you're doing though, because if you're going to be playing a game every night, whether it's ESO or something else, you have to like it. Because if not, you're gonna be stuck doing it, and you're gonna be really angry about it. I love Final Fantasy games, but I like a lot of stuff like. You know, Elder Scrolls, Mega Man, Rogue Legacy is great. Like, I love all of those. I like a ton of different types of games. And so, I'm just going to have to stick with... Oh, God, no. Please don't repeat that. I'm going to just be stuck as a variety streamer forever, I guess. Because I don't want to just be stuck playing one game. And, you know, there are some games that I play every day. Like, I log into Final Fantasy 14 every day for dailies. I log into ESO every day. What the hell's going on with the map, man? Can I not? There we go. Nope. Ah, whatever. I know where to go anyway. It's fine. Let's try a different route. You know, I just got that on the Epic Game Store. And I've never played it, but I heard it was amazing. Is that... Am I going the wrong way? Oh, I have to go to the Easter Sand. Okay. I was going the wrong way. Like, you wouldn't know this from me playing Final Fantasy games, but one of my favorite game series is Dark Souls. I absolutely love the Dark Souls games. I think they're amazing. And I played Sekiro on String a bit. I love Sekiro. I'm pretty good at Sekiro. Okay. Really, fuckers? Going the wrong way. But Dark Souls is very different than this, right? Like,
let's see some papers, boy.
You know, it's... I could play Dark Souls all day, every day.
Oh, gee, that's too bad.
It's completely different.
It just so happens that your provision for the fate tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to be kind of cool with like flipping around and trying different things and seeing what people want you to do.
He wants them quick.
I do think that, you know, I agree. I think you're the one who said it last week, but once you get like people watching you just for you, they're gonna watch you no matter what you play. But I just think it's more likely to get new people watching you if you're playing a consistent game.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the consul waiting.
The one thing, though, I totally am against is, especially as a smaller streamer, picking up a game that literally just came out and playing that on stream. Because you are never going to get the same audience that somebody who's got, like, 3,000 people watching them playing. You know, like when Fall Guys came out. I started playing Fall Guys because I like it, but, like, people aren't coming in to watch me play Fall Guys. They're going to watch one of those other guys with, like, 1,000 views. You know? So, you just have to, like, if you're going to go play something popular, I think playing something popular a couple weeks after release makes more sense. But that's just my opinion on it. I don't know. Yeah, I've got text-to-speech for donations and stuff set up. One thing I want to add, which I haven't yet, is closed captioning. You know, for people who can't hear what I'm saying, I think it'd be cool to have closed captioning listed in the stream as an option. There is a an add-on you can get for that too. Tomato Head. There's this pizza place in Knoxville I used to go to, Knoxville, Tennessee, called the Tomato Head Pizza. It was really good. If you're ever in Knoxville, check out Tomato Head Pizza. Yeah, I think I left it completely, like, whatever you donate, it's text-to-speech. I didn't turn it up to like a certain amount or anything. Rogue Tomato vanquished.
Galbana lilies?
Yeah, I haven't done any of that.
Never thought I'd see him growing out here. This'll make a nice souvenir.
Thank you.
Time to call it a day.
See? Text to speech. Literally one cheer bit. Thank you for the bit. You could say anything. I think that's kind of cool, though. I like the text to speech. Alright, level 2. The one thing, you know, when I set it up, I think I messed with the voice commands to, like, get the one, like, voice I liked hearing. Probably for, like, 2 hours. I listened to every single one of the options and, like, went back and forth testing it out. Yeah, it takes some time to get right. I mean, everything in Streamlabs takes some time to get right. I find Streamlabs is not a great program. Like, I'm using it. It's a good program, but it's not great. There's a lot that has been left wanting with it. Fuck, I'm already 40 minutes into this game. I can't believe that. I haven't made any progress.
Stand back there. Back! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what?
Open the gate! Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch. Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Oh,
good-looking chocobos.
That does it.
Oh, a fine, fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock, if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, different soil means different bouquet, too. Take a Dalmascan Barreau's wine, it may lack the flavor.
You know, I was watching Tweet.
Your Arcadian wines.
Tweet my hashtag. I think is his name. His full name. I just go by Tweet now. He's been wearing a bunny suit to some of his raids. And I think that's super unique. Like, I love that. I'm not wearing a bunny suit, but I love that he's doing it. I think there's a couple of, like, little gimmicky things like that you can do to get people to watch you. And it's fun, you know, it's a little bit different.
Don't give me a scare like that.
Oh, did you? Yeah, that's right. I thought you said you were meeting with him.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
He's been a nice guy since I started streaming. He's been joining in and saying hi every night. It's kind of cool.
Okay, well... Vaughn, wait! What is it? Vaughn!
I don't always get a ton of viewers, but it's nice that the same people are coming back in and saying hello. I like that. Another 10 hours into the game, and we're going to be past the intro section.
We will have order. I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western on... Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Spit on your empire! Straight back to Arcadia!
There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion.
What other games do you play other than ESO?
Even now, he remains among you.
Other than like Remnants, what other games are you into?
His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire
his stream's usually too
grieve
loud.
me not.
What other games do you play other than ESO?
Suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
They're mostly multiplayer online games. A lot of the stuff I play is multiplayer online. So...
Is Rabanastre to your liking, my lord?
It is magnificent. Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am Miguelo, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make...
There's a couple of games coming out in the next few months that I want to play, and one of them is the WoW expansion, Shadowlands.
That's enough of highness.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I think I just skipped that whole video.
Vaughn.
Shit.
Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you?
Yeah, I skipped it. Sorry.
This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanastre anymore. Like the Empire's swallowing
But I'm going
it
to play
whole.
WoW Shadowlands, and if I get through the Final Fantasy games, I might even do that one on stream. Or I might do what I did with 14 and with ESO when their expansions and patches came out, and just
Are
play
you
for
crazy?
a week on stream.
It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Miguelo to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
You know, after you talked about that the other night, I went and looked at it on Steam.
Give back to Dalmasca.
I do remember that game.
Come on. What do you think?
But I don't think I ever
find
played it.
something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship. All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it.
I just got done playing through Morrowind on stream not too long ago, and it was tough. It's tough to go back to an older game like that.
I don't know. Maybe.
As good as it may or may
but
not
through
be,
Miguel.
like that's a challenge.
Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Alright, let's go. Map. Yeah, nostalgia is something else, isn't it? Like, if you remember a game fondly, it can definitely change if it's not as good as you remember. But sometimes some of those older games are nice because even if they're not as good, they still have, like, solid stories and stuff that were, like, Oblivion's not a fantastic game because it holds up. I mean, it does hold up pretty well, but it's not, that's not what makes it a good game. Morrowind definitely doesn't hold up graphically, and it's still a good game. A bunch of the Final Fantasies I'm going to be playing through are all 2D, like 16-bit graphics, so...
Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate.
You know, I was reading an article on Kotaku yesterday. They were talking about
Wise I may not be, but well informed.
the year of like the RPG, which was when Legend of Dragoon and Chrono Cross and all these different RPGs came out all at the same time. In one year, you had like 10 different like iconic old school RPGs come out.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
So, our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you. Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace vaults. A door and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Dallin. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
So one of the old RPGs I liked was on PlayStation was Saga Frontier. I love Saga Frontier, and I loved Parasite Eve. Those are two like PlayStation 1 era games that I loved. Parasite Eve was really good. I'd love to see like a remake or a remaster of that game. Like I would love a remake of Parasite Eve. Alright, let's go up here. Saga Frontier was good too. Wait, what the hell did he say? Ever notice a Bonga standing watch in front of a building in the north end? Might be worth your time to pay him a visit. Extra. Dextera, the hunt begins. This game has this cool hunt mechanic where you have to go kill monsters. It's like the original Monster Hunter. It's so good. But you get a ton of rewards for killing the monsters. Was it Monster Hunter World? The one that was on PC? I played through that. I love it. My computer's like on fire when it's playing, but I absolutely love it. I can only get one. I guess we'll get Cure. I'm gonna have to farm up some stuff so I can afford spells. Yeah, World's on PlayStation and on Xbox too. Alright, let's go. Check this out. Maul's weaponry. Alright. Let me go to the next zone before I start farming. Because you get another character. Honestly, I didn't beat World. I got to the last chapter of the story, and I just stopped playing. I got distracted with another game. It was good. I really enjoyed it, actually. I think that's one of those games, though, that is more fun as a multiplayer game than it is as a solo player. Like, kind of like Borderlands. I feel like Borderlands is that way. If you play with like 3 or 4 people, it's way better than playing solo. I know the way that the party was set up was pretty unique too, because you could party with people for all sorts of stuff.
Penelo?
It's Penelo!
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer's pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace.
I played Borderlands 1
I'm
and
free
2.
for the whole day.
I haven't played 3 yet.
Well,
But yeah,
let's
did
get
you ever
going.
play 2 with the DLC where it's like a Dungeons and Dragons DLC? That was so fucking good. Like, it was just so well thought out and put together and written. Alright, we're gonna make him... Make him a Shikari. He's already got daggers. And I have a thing for making her a black mage and a white mage. I don't know why. So we're going to do that. Alright, I need enough money for fire now. Save often. Well, I think it's time to game, Wayno. I played League of Legends a lot today. I got up to Silver 1. That doesn't mean anything to you if you've never played League, but I ranked up in the ranked mode. I'm trying to go to Gold this season. Yeah, it goes iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or is it diamond? Gold, diamond, and then it goes up from there. I don't know, like Grandmasters and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not super duper high. Like Silver 1's pretty high, but each rank that you do has 4 ranks within it. So Silver has Silver 4, 3, 2, or 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you go up to Gold from there. So as far as that goes, I'm doing pretty well. Can't open that yet. Alright, we're gonna grind these wolves for a few minutes because I need to make some money for spells. I guess I need to change my gamuts too. I don't get gamuts. Okay. No gamuts yet.
Yeah.
Let's go back in. Let's go back north. I don't care about exploring every little thing, but I do want to get... They have treasure chests that randomly show up. Yeah, like that one. And you can get some good items out of those. I like League of Legends, but I also feel like I'm a complete asshole when I play it, which is one of the reasons I don't stream it. Because I talk poorly to everybody. And you know, I actually was telling my wife, I was saying Alexandria Osario Cortez, AOC, the like congresswoman from New York. She plays League of Legends, and she is also silver ranked, which means I might have played against her at some point. It's unlikely, but it's possible. Which means I could have been cursing out her for being a shitty player. And I kind of feel bad about that. You know? Like, I think she's alright. And, you know, here I am, like... I don't know, man. Like, I'm not saying I am calling her a dick, but... Fire. There we go. I mean, if I was calling her names, it would have been her fault, just to be clear. But I don't want to feel bad about calling somebody like that out, you know? Alright, let's go. So the mobs don't respawn right away, so I'm gonna have to go up and down through the zones to level up. Chest over here. Again, finding all the chests is completely up to you. But sometimes there's armor and there's stuff that you can sell. And you get experience, so that's worthwhile. I usually don't grind this early. And I'm not going to do it too long. Can I beat this? Let's see. Alright, cool. I actually wasn't sure about that, so. Not really worth it, but I did it. The reason I don't run too early is because you get, later on, you get these things called gamuts that tell your characters what to do. So you don't have to, like, control their abilities and attacks. And when you get the gamut system opened, it's a lot faster for you to grind. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible, but I feel like starting out early with a couple of extra, like, experience points in LP makes the rest of this go pretty smooth. And I could use a little bit of a smooth run here. Yeah, level 3, alright. Alright, she got leveled up too. Cool. Let's go sell some stuff here. That drab wool, that thing dropped sales for a lot too. I'm not going to get her gear yet, because she will end up getting rid of that. Alright, I have all the spells, all the abilities. You buy the spells and abilities, which is a bit different than 13 when it was all unlocked through the stupid system they had. Alright, cool. Now we can go do the story stuff. I don't feel like this game is super popular. Like, from a people watching perspective, I don't think people are going to be looking for Final Fantasy 12. But Final Fantasy X, that comes after this, super, super duper popular. And it's a great game too, so to boot. I think a lot of people will be looking for that. The hell is this? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that snake in here. Whoa. How did they start getting so strong? Okay. Oh, I got blind. That'll actually be super handy later. Didn't know it was there. Oh well. Happy little accident, right? Bob Ross it up. Four gil, all right. All right. Go collect light. All right, here we go. Cotton cap, all right.
Yeah.
53%. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's go suck up some more energy here. Oh, I haven't touched channel points, man. Like, mine are still the basic ones. If you have any recommendations, I would take those. You know, I think the chat bot is the other thing. Is like, the one thing I like that other people do, and I'd like to do this, is when, like, somebody comes in the channel who streams, when they, like, post your name that you stream and what you streamed last. I think that's really cool, and it's really nice to do. I don't know how to set it up, though. I haven't looked into it. How do you do that? Can I do that now, just with Streamlabs, or what's this? What is it? So wait, hold on. Do I have to do it, or is it anybody who's a mod? Yeah, that didn't work. I have to enable it? Okay. I'm guessing that's just in the Streamlabs options, right? Alright, I'll look into that later, because I'd like to set that up. I think that's really cool when people have that. You know, I was feeling pretty demotivated about streaming about a week, 2 weeks ago. Like, oh, why am I even doing this? Blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I have so much fun doing it. Like, I'm playing video games anyway, so I want to keep it up, and I want to grow my channel a bit, but it's a hell of a lot of work to, like, actually set everything up and get people watching, get motivated, and, like, you know, get your YouTube channel going and trying to bring in more people. It's a lot of effort. Oh, that thing cures me? I didn't know that. I feel bad for killing all of them now. It's great that you have that all set up, though. Because I don't. I don't have all that stuff set up. Alright, little bunny didn't cure me that time. Alright, I think that's the last crystal I need, yeah. Cody's follow animation and sound, the Azura, Azura, Azura. I love that. With like the dancing purple thing. I think that's great. Okay. Let's upgrade our licenses here. Yeah, I'm getting... My wife is a designer, and she's actually making me a new banner. And she's working on a new emoticon, too. I like the Sekiro one, but we're going to replace that with a GG one. I think having stuff like that, like the GG and Raid and stuff like that, I think makes a lot of sense to have.
Yeah.
Getting her to do that for me has been tough because I'm not paying her. So it's like she could do that or she could go work for a real client, you know? Yeah, she's been pretty nice to help me out at all. But you know, the one thing, like with the emoticons especially, we didn't realize how detailed, like how you could make them detailed, but they were so tiny. So the Sekiro one, I as much as I like it, it's a bit too much for the little emoticon. Alright, let's see if we can go do this hunt real quick. I did add links and stuff to my Twitch page. I've got all that. I've got a Twitter account. YouTube page. I export everything to YouTube. How do I change my party? work at least. It's a lot to set up, though, isn't it? Like, you know, you hit affiliate and then you've got like 800 things to set up. It was a bit overwhelming. You know, I've said this before on stream, but I wish that Twitch let you start getting subscribers right off the bat, so you had like everything unlocked and open. Because you have so much to like pick up and learn right off the bat. It's so overwhelming. I don't know. It takes away from some of the joy and fun of it. Dalmatian and Wester Sand. Am I in the wrong place? I think I'm in the Easter Sand. Yeah, I'm in the wrong place. That's a smart way of doing it. That way it doesn't seem too overwhelming, right? Sand. Oh, she already had cure. Hunt defeated. I haven't changed the subscription effects either. I mean, I have a GIF for it, but I don't have like the any sounds or anything like that. I don't know. I don't want to go overboard either. Like, as much as I want to add stuff, I don't want to go too crazy with it. I'm not a big streamer, right? So it doesn't make sense for me to like have all the bells and whistles turned on. I do have media share. I've got a media share setup done. Which I'm pretty happy about, honestly, because eventually I'd like to do a media share night. I think that'd be fun. Media share, it's when you people can donate money and pick certain videos off of YouTube to play. So they share media by donating money, and you can set like all the limits. So like you have to pay $1 a video or something like that. But you pick the movie or the YouTube stuff to play, and it plays for a duration of time based on how much money you put into it. Some bigger streamers do that. They do like a media share night, and it's kind of cool because it's cool to see like what people want you to watch. Like sometimes you'll see some crazy YouTube videos. Sometimes it's like nudity and it's going to get you in trouble, so you have to be careful about that and have somebody moderating it. Alright, so I know I had to farm a little bit more than usual, but I have a bunch of gil now, which is going to make the next like 3 to 5 hours of this game way fucking easier. Yeah, that was the whole point of that. I know, like I said, it's kind of... It's a slow start to the game, but once you like can get into it and you start moving with the gamut system, it's having this like early start makes it a lot easier. This is one of the few games like I feel like I actually know pretty well. I've played through this one quite a bit. I'm not gonna... She's about to leave my party, so I'm not gonna give her any gear. As far as Final Fantasy games go, I know most of them pretty well, but there's only one I feel comfortable saying, yeah, I got this, and that's Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV, I think I could play behind with my eyes closed. Maybe we should do that sometime. That would be a challenge. Right? Final Fantasy IV blindfold. Let's go. Hey, Tweet. How's it going, man? Alright, all the way in Dantro. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Dantro. We'll save that one. We'll do that one later. Who is back? Slim Shady? No. probably the wrong answer, wasn't it? Who's back? I'm back.
Hey, Vaughn.
Hmm?
It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well, I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kinda supposed to be watching the place for Miguelo. And Vaughn, try to stay out of trouble. For me. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. If something happened to you.
I'm not going anywhere, okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
I think she digs him. I think she's into him.
Sorry, Penelo.
And he's like, bitch. Penelo leaves the party. All right. I have to pee, guys. So this is a good stopping point for a second. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to get some water, use the bathroom, say hi to my lady friend, and I'll be back in a second. Hey, I'm back. Hey. All right, no, seriously, how? There we go. My game like wasn't working there. I couldn't unpause it for you guys to hear the music while I was away, which is not my intention. But I really had to pee, so I couldn't wait. You know, priorities, not peeing all over my pants.
Now you'll be wanting to know how to sneak into the palace, eh? First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Ban Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's not the way you'll go. No, you'll take the left door, down into the Garum Scythe waterway. The waterway leads to a stair. The stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in. But don't go counting your gil just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden. That's where this crescent stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Von, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten. Do you understand? The signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile, very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest of your short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeons. So, look sharp, my boy. And don't go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
Here we go. Breaking into the castle. There it goes. I'm gonna have to save. Something's up with, like, the controller settings.
Squads 3 through 6 are in place. They stand ready. So far, the Imperials haven't noticed a thing.
Then go now and hurry the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir. Sir.
Who is that? Let's find out. Storehouse 5. Everybody's just giving me items and stuff. It's pretty cool. Saving.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
A rat pelt. That sounds awesome.
Right. Yeah. Right. Ha. Yeah. Right. Ha. Yeah.
Oh, Wayno, I hope you do. I hope you do. It's perfect, actually. Nothing there.
Yeah. Right.
What is it that made you think of that for him? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's wrong, because it's not. It's absolutely perfect. But it's just like, Red Dead Dovahkiin fart sounds. You know, like, that just seems like the last possible thing you could think of. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That stream deck's pretty cool, though. I'll be honest, I'm a little jealous that he's got it. I wish I had one.
Yeah. Right. Ha. Yeah. Right. Ha. Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah. There's so many game sounds out there to, like, just sit on a fart sound. Especially in the Elder Scrolls, like ESO and other games. There's just a ton of sounds you could go with. Seems like that's a lazy choice. But it works for him, you know? Like, I think his stream's pretty good. Fart sounds aside.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
This place is a bit confusing. Don't have the whole map worked out yet. Alright, here we go. Continuing the story. We are breaking an entry into the castle. And we're going to try to steal some things from the castle. Making pretty good progress in the story here. One of my big complaints about the Final Fantasy games after 9 is they're not very high fantasy. They're, you know, more like let's bring in some like high-tech stuff, you know, make it more Star Wars. And I think this game does a pretty good job blending the two. I do hope Final Fantasy 16 is more high fantasy though. Alright, we're just gonna use one save here. Final Fantasy 9 is strictly high fantasy, and they do a really good job with it. And some of the older Final Fantasies are too. An elixir. But, you know, everybody has gun blades, and we've got motorcycles, and here's a bunch of tech stuff. I don't know, it's just a bit overused. I'd rather see the high fantasy again. Magic and, you know, monsters.
Over here!
Okay.
Hey, Buckethead!
I had to sneak past the guard. Failed first time. That's something.
Hello?
Well, shit. I think I've gone and got myself stuck. Alright, let's try that again.
Hey, Buckethead!
Go this way. Damn it. I'm not doing too well with this. Alright, let's try this one more time here.
Hello?
What the hell? God damn it. Why did they come all the way? Alright, one more time.
Hey, Buckethead!
No, they don't even come
Over
now.
here!
Alright, I got it.
Hey, Buckethead! Over here! Hello?
Alright, we cleared it out. Let's try to see if there's any loot here or something. Nothing there. The hidden way is lit. Where the fuck is the hidden way? There it is. There it is. Made it through. Puzzles! We made it through. This is something I actually really like they did in 12 with the secret passages and the clicks. They didn't do much of that in 13. Like, at all. Having to figure out the path is kind of a Final Fantasy thing.
Huh? Oh.
Quite a performance.
Who are you?
I play the leading man. Who else? Fran, the Magicite.
Now then, I'll take that.
No, you won't. I found it. It's mine.
And then when I take it from you, it'll be mine. Exit stage right.
The gods do not smile on us.
I like it better that way.
The goddess's magicite. Cool.
What's going on?
The Ifrit, eh? That's quite an entrance. Impeccable timing. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were waiting all along. Stop running!
end of the line. You have something that belongs to me. Damn!
All this way!
Fran, let's move! Off with you. Let go of me! Keep this up and I will. What's going on, Fran?
I don't know. It's not heating me.
Don't have time for this.
Not slipping.
Not good.
What happened? Our hover didn't just drop. It disappeared.
Ah, forget it. Even if we could fly, the Ifrit's playing with fire, and I'd rather not get burned. We'll go the old-fashioned way. Not many Viera where you come from, thief?
It's Vaughn. Sorry.
Well, Fran is special in that she deigned to partner with a Hume.
Oh? Like a sky pirate that chooses to steal through the sewers.
Pirates? You're sky pirates? So you have an airship?
It's both here. Listen, thief, Vaughn, if you ever want to see your home again, you'll do exactly as I say. Myself, Fran, and you, we're working together now. Understood?
Don't even think you're getting this.
The thought never crossed my mind.
Balthier and Fran have joined the party. Alright, so before we move forward, let's put them into a license here. So, I always struggle with this. Because I always make him into a machinist because of the guns. And I think there's some warrant to that because you need ranged attacks. But I kind of want to do something different this time. Let's make him a time battle mage. And then for her, I usually make her an archer. This time around, I don't want to. Let's make her a... Actually, to start, I might just make her an archer. I kind of want to make her an Ulan for the spears. But I think being able to hit ranged foes is better. So let's go with archer. Hey, Game Lounge. How you doing, man? I am a cool cat. I am glad you acknowledge me. I feel cool. I don't know if I'm actually cool, but I feel cool. archery. Are the Corona lights what build the immunity? I'm glad you clarified it was a light. That's great. Yeah, we can't have you getting sick. Gonna save over my other game too, because we're a bit into it now. This is a tutorial on gamuts, which they just opened for me, which is cool. Oh, I didn't know you were living in 1985. That's awesome, man. That was a joke about the mall, not what you were doing, by the way. I have a friend who lives near the mall that they did the Stranger Things filming in. And he goes there and gets his hair cut. He says it's pretty cool because that one segment of the mall is still all fixed up. Alright, good deal. Sorry, this part's just setting up. It takes a minute. We just introduced Gamut, so I need to make sure this is all set up the right way. There's a mall arcade near me that does that too. They have a bunch of Japanese games. They're not open right now because of the pandemic. Here, where I live, things are still shut down pretty tightly. But that's really cool, man. Some of those Japanese games are really awesome too. Like, I wish that they had like a real, honest to God, like old school arcade here.
If a dungeon's waiting for us,
but the one that we have is like a mix with a bowling alley and like darts and pool and all that. But their arcade selection's pretty good. map of the sewer. And a phoenix down, alright. We're gonna backtrack here. I'm gonna try to just check everything out in case there's any treasure chests. You know, one of the more fun arcade games that I played is there's a Mario Kart arcade game. I think it came out in the US too, but I love that arcade game. Like, I love the ability to play online Mario Kart and have like a leaderboard and everything. It actually kind of frustrated me that the Switch version is such a pain in the ass to like set up. Like, all of the Nintendo multiplayer is crap, but their arcade machine is awesome. Has that like old Cruisin' USA feel to it, you know? Alright, we're gonna go right first. Same deal, I'm just trying to clear through treasure chests and stuff. Can't go that way? Alright. That does sound like a lot of fun though, Game Lounge. I'm glad you got to do that. I had a very different kind of morning today. I went grocery shopping and then I mowed my lawn. And then I played basketball in my driveway for a little while. I think the arcade would have been better. Now that's something they do have near me. They have a pinball arcade. It's just pinball. They have a ton of different kinds of pinball machines. It's really cool. Hey man, the lawn's got to get mowed at some point, you know? I'm the one doing it, so... It was supposed to rain here today and it didn't, so like... I was hoping to get out of doing the work, but it did not happen that way. Did I miss a chest up there? Let's look. I did. 90 gil. Alright. I don't know, the mowing the lawn's my exercise, so you know, you push a lawnmower for an hour, I consider that exercise. So I was good for the day. Oh, well, my yard's not big enough for that. You know, I have a neighbor, though, and this is a true story. I have a neighbor across the street. I have two neighbors. One is fucking crazy, man. He's all about his lawn. He is out there, like, weeding his grass by hand with, like, a little fork thing that pulls it out by the root. He'll get on his hands and knees and do that for hours. And then I have another neighbor who has a riding mower. He's mowed his lawn for the last 4 days. And he mows it so low. Like, I keep mine at 3 inches. He mows his so low that dust is coming up off the yard. He's mowed it 3 days in a row. Like, it's not growing that much in a day, buddy. We haven't had that much rain, you know? It's crazy. It drives me nuts. Like, he's just gonna kill his yard. It's like he's fucking bored or something. I don't know.
She's not alone.
Our ranks grow by the hour.
Yeah, everybody's got one of those neighbors who's, like, dead serious about their yard, you know? Everybody's got one. I don't have a problem with taking care of your yard either. Like, I think it's great that he's doing it. But, I mean, is that the only thing you can think to do? Like, your yard is like, it's nice, but like, you know, when you die, that's it. Your yard's just gonna grow over. Like, somebody else is gonna take care of it and probably do a shittier job.
I'm Vaughn, and this is Balthier, and hey!
I just feel like people who,
What's your name?
who focus so much on the yard, I don't know.
Amalia.
That's, I'm gonna be a bit judgy and preachy on this,
Amalia,
but
huh?
find
Nice
something
to
else to
meet you.
do. I'm saying that
There
while
are
I sit
others
here
with
playing a
me.
video game that doesn't,
sorry.
like, a billion other people have played, so it's a bit stupid of me to say that his yard doesn't matter, but...
Oh, now isn't that impressive?
Don't get any ideas. I said it's mine.
I'm afraid the jury's still out on that one.
You stole that?
Yeah.
Have you finished? When the guards don't report in, they'll come looking for us.
If they aren't already.
You should come with us. Better than being by yourself.
Very well.
What's wrong with her?
You have a lot to learn before we even get started on your thievery.
What's that mean?
The situation requires I accept such help as I find, though it be from thieves.
Yeah, you know, there's not
I
much you
shall
can do about
accompany you
that. If
until
you
we
have a
find my
yard that's like
companions.
the
No
perfect
longer.
throwaway, you're gonna get people walking
Let's think
through
of
it.
her as a guest then. Unlike Fran or myself, our guest probably won't
I'm
be
not
taking
even close
orders
to a
from anyone
thoroughfare
anytime
for
soon.
where we are.
And she'll leave when she pleases.
But everything's so overgrown in my
So we
backyard,
keep
it
to our
doesn't
affairs and
matter.
she
Nobody
to
could go
hers.
through if they wanted to.
I doubt we'll find her wanting in valor.
I was
being
talking
such an
about pulling out
upstanding
all
member
of the
of
bushes and
insurgents.
stuff, but it'd be a ton of work. Hey, Virley.
Resistance.
It's going well. I was just telling everybody about my day. And I'm going to tell you too.
Well, what are we waiting for?
I mowed my lawn. That was about it. That was, that was the whole day. I mowed it for an hour and then I sat outside a little bit and played some basketball. What about you? What have you been up to? Alright, we're about to do our first Final Fantasy 12 group fight. We're about, what, 2 hours into the game at this point? So we're getting to our first major battle. I love this. I love how it's just like above you and it's so good. At this point, I think I have a couple of magics. No, it's not worth slow, but I could do fire on some of these. This one's not like 13. Like, if your leader dies in 13, you automatically lose the match in the fight. That's not the case in this game. I turned it to English, Vera, because, like, I think a lot of people can follow it better when I'm streaming. But I prefer the Japanese voice acting. But this game's actually really good. I love the politics of the game. Like, the story is fantastic. Compared to 13, it's night and day. Like, this has a great story, good character development. I don't like Vaughn and Penelo that much. But I was saying earlier, it kind of reminds me of Star Wars. Because in Star Wars, the droids, C-3PO and R2-D2, are meant to be like, you see the story through their eyes. And in this, I think it's kind of the same. You actually see the story through Vaughn and Penelo's eyes. And if you look at it that way, it makes them a little more bearable, because they're terrible characters. But everybody else in this is awesome. I know when I beat a bunch of oozes in the sewer, I stand around and like pose for a couple minutes. But I don't know about you guys. That's what I do. Alright, we beat that. First major boss of Final Fantasy 12 complete. So that's exciting. I have blind enough? Yeah. You should play along with me, Irle. You can tell me how much faster you are at it. It's kind of a slow game, you know, like the first 10 hours are pretty slow. Once you get past the first 10 hours, it speeds up. But on my main game, the one that I like played through the first time on, I have like 47 hours on it because I tried to do most of the hunts. And it takes a considerable amount of time to do everything in this game. You could probably 100% it in like 60 to 70 hours, though. I think that's reasonable. I'm just happy to be done with 13. After getting through 13, 12 is going to be a breeze, because I love this game comparatively. And next is 10! Final Fantasy X is after this one. 10 is one of the best. I mean, I would put it in the top 2 Final Fantasies. I think it's an awesome game. So, as much as I love 12, and I'm glad I'm done with 13, I can't wait to get into 10. We are playing the Zodiac Age, so I'm using the speed running. You can note, like, the speed's a little increased. That's one of the options in the Zodiac Age. A lot of people would say that's cheating. I don't really give a fuck, so your opinions don't matter. But the thing is, it's a lot faster just for the run speed and run animation. Aw, I can't get that chest. That's dumb. And that'll speed us up a little bit. That chest was tucked away. Gotta watch for those exclamation points. And nothing there. Alright, cool. Saving. Sorry, my main game's at 48 minutes, 48 hours, 56 minutes. And I had started streaming this a while back at the Tomb, and I'm at 6 hours, 33 minutes. So I've got another night to 2 nights to catch up to where I was on stream. But that's okay. We'll catch up pretty quickly. Oh no, it's the Mist. Boss number 2. So at this point, if I couldn't beat this boss, I could go back and grind out some levels. But I don't think we're going to need to do that. You want to see what she has, though. That's true. Weakness to fire. I don't know if that slow went off. Is that connected or not? Oh shit. He's fiery mad. Holy fuck, seriously, man. Let's try to steal. Let's see what he's got. Stole a potion. All right. Think he has something else? Nope. Just the potion. Oh, he's getting fired up again. No, nobody appreciated that. All right. Oh, fuck you guys. That was, I thought that was good. Thank you, V-Relay. That's why I like having you in here. You appreciate a good fun. V-Relay, Friday night was pretty awesome. I beat Final Fantasy 13 and Breath of the Wild on stream. Both of them. It was a really good night for me. Breath of the Wild was a little bittersweet, though, honestly, because I've been having so much fun with that game. I finished all 120 shrines, but now I have to go back through and do the DLC stuff. I did the first 4 DLC shrines, the one that you have to, like, the one-shot weapon. I don't know if you've done the expansion. That was pretty cool.
Stand where you are.
Oh, they didn't do their congratulations pose. That's too bad.
Now's not the time.
They think me some common thief.
Better than a common assassin.
These people have done nothing. Release them.
What are you doing?
Don't interrupt me. I'm thinking.
I love how much sass she gives. She's such a strong character. Ash in this game is great.
He didn't know what he was doing. You have to let him go. You have to.
Pinello!
Congrats, Wino.
Sorry. That dinner will have to wait.
I told you.
That's enough!
Leave him alone.
Can you make mine a,
Hold on to this for me, would you? Just until I bring Vaughn back.
On your feet, you!
Can you make mine a goose one?
Edgy, aren't we?
Can it be?
It's Balthier, my brother. What does that philanderer think he's doing? I was to kill Balthier, not those addle-baited Imperials.
This is a bit ridiculous. But something about the Flyboys, like between Tom Cruise's character and Goose, Maverick and Goose, that would be great. Jalapeno burgers, that sounds good. We had hamburgers today too.
I brought you some of those flowers you like. Galbana lilies. Remember? You always said how they smelled nice and how pretty they were. Remember?
We had hamburgers and
the king.
roasted potatoes, and then I had M&Ms right before I started stream. Cookie dough custard. That sounds delicious, man.
Even if you were, Captain Bosch must have tricked you into it.
I love custard. There's a custard place we go to near my father-in-law's house. And it's pretty awesome. Frozen custard, and I like frozen yogurt too. I just like sugary stuff, man. If it tastes sweet, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it. It's really not that different, though, is it? Like, I mean, it's basically ice cream. Let's be real. Like, it tastes good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love the taste of custard, but it's basically ice cream. I'd be just as happy with custard, frozen custard, as getting, like, a Baskin-Robbins. All right, thanks, Wayne. I appreciate you looking out for me with the soundbite.
You're awake.
A ridiculous soundbite request at that.
Where are we?
Prison. Where else? More a dungeon, but it's really all the same.
We're in Sand Prison. Dead lizards.
Relax, it's just a corpse. Jump at every little thing down here and you'll wear yourself out.
Okay, but is it though? Like, outside of the milk fat,
they just sealed off the bottom level of the fortress.
it's basically the same.
Take a
Like,
look
don't get me
around.
wrong.
We're not the
Like,
first they've
I
thrown
understand what you're saying. They're different.
Where's
And the thickness of
She's
the
off trying
milk
to
fat
find us a way out.
may make it slightly different, but basically they're still milk and sugar combined. Like, that's what you get, right? Like,
Remember what
and
curiosity
and
killed?
ice.
Just a friendly word of advice. This is all the water we've got. I'd save your strength if I were you.
I'm not trying to fight you on this one, but they're basically the same. Whoa, whoa. It's not that different. It'd be like comparing a Granny Smith apple to a Red Delicious. I think that's the difference in the comparisons. I don't think it's as absurd as you think. Apples to fucking cars. It's still like goddamn ice cream to custard. It's not like... It's not that crazy. I'm just gonna go double check that I didn't miss any treasure chests here. I like the music in this jail cell too. This is pretty cool. I think the music in this game is top notch. Like, it's a little subtle, but the background music in this really makes it. Like, it's got a unique feel in each of the zones.
No, don't!
Oh, Vaughn, you piece of shit. You just got yourself into a fight.
He was defenseless.
You disagree.
Wow. I love these guys.
Something stinks in here, all right. I've changed my mind.
That's how I look when I wake up in the morning. Oh, that's great, Game Launch. You can make a lot of money in real estate.
Hear me now?
It's a lot of work, though. I think the preparation and the test are like a crazy hard process. 'Cause you have to learn all the local rules, right? Laws. Thank you, Balthier. You saved Vaughn's life. Oh, nice. I'm going through a refinance right now in my house. Looking to save quite a bit of money. Rates are just so stupid low right now. Thing is, everybody's trying to refinance, so my loan and processing for the refinance was supposed to be done like 3 weeks ago, and so many people have put in for it that it got delayed to September, so I've got to wait another 3 weeks.
Great. They just don't give up, do they?
Guess they can only process
Now is
so
looking
much.
like a good time for us to leave.
Through the oubliette, there's a way out. Only...
Only you sense the mist. Then we'll need weapons.
What did you call me? Say that again.
What? You couldn't hear? I merely said that a lot of you are incompetent fools. If you've the Sky Pirate in your hands, where is he?
You'd have done better, Bagamnon. By your own words, it was the Imperial Army who caught this Sky Pirate of yours. We've done your job for you. We don't require the assistance.
You know, I used to hate the
filthy
voice acting in this game, and I think they've actually done a pretty good job with it.
Eh? What's that you say now? Maybe I'll wet my blade on you before I kill Balthier.
I actually don't know why I hated it so much.
A judge.
Judge?
I'm pretty macho.
The self-proclaimed guardians of law and order in Arcadia.
I'm flying through the game, baby.
They're the elite guard of House Solid,
It's
which effectively makes them the
I've only
commanders
got
of the
about
Imperial
20
Army.
more minutes before I have to
If
log
you
out.
ask me,
So,
they're
Game
more
Launch, have a good night.
executioners than
Have a
judges.
good week at work. I am streaming
Not a
again
friendly
tomorrow
lot, at
night
any rate.
at 7
What are
o'clock.
we
Feel
doing
free to
here?
come by and hang out tomorrow.
The Emperor is willing to overlook.
I wouldn't say I'm
ways
macho
for
either,
his
by the
most
way. I'm wearing
talented
like
servants.
a tiger
However,
t-shirt.
Those that do not show respect will receive none in kind.
Nah, Dr. Disrespect's a
Travel
dick.
freely through our lands
I
because
didn't
the
like him
Emperor
when he
wills
was
it.
on Twitch.
Am
I don't like him
correct?
now. He's just a stupid asshole. Like, I do think he pushed the content, like as far as the medium goes, and like putting on a good show. I think he did push the content. I just didn't like his type of show.
This does not concern
You know, he pushed the envelope quite a bit.
He's in here somewhere. Find him.
Watchy, that way.
But I think you can be respectful of people and not a complete dick and still put on a good show.
The magic's
plenty of people who
binding the
do
door
it.
to the oubliette
I love watching Kit Boga. I don't know if you've ever watched Kit Boga, but he's a completely nice guy. Like, you can tell. I've been watching him for a while.
Going deeper into this
He
myself.
is looking out for people. He's trying to stop
If she says there's a
call
way
centers
out,
from
there's a
calling
way
old
out.
people and taking advantage of them. If you haven't watched Kit Boga, go watch Kit Boga. He's great. But he's a completely nice guy. Okay, whoa, hold on. There's our weapons. Let's get our weapons in gear.
Ah, the prison repository of rested relics and raiments.
So, our things are in here?
That's what I said.
Alright, I got a map to go along with all my stuff, so that's great. And a ring. And an armlet. Alright. Made out pretty well there. Okay, let's equip some stuff. Hey Death. Hey beautiful Skyrim. How are you guys? Having a good day? We're gonna go with gamut slot. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Alright. And for you, go for that gamut slot. You slept all day? Well, at least you've got your priorities in order. I did not sleep all day. I watched a bunch of streamers and played a little bit of League of Legends, which is pretty fun. Made it to Silver 1, in case anybody's interested in that sort of thing. Death, did Cody ever unban you from his channel? Yeah, that story time was pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest. Did he not ban you? I thought. Oh, he timed you out. Okay. Did he ever unmute you? Yeah, I posted his channel in Discord. That story time today was pretty cool. Like him singing along the songs and putting a whole world together. That was pretty neat. I didn't expect to see that today. I jumped in to say hello, thinking he'd be doing some opera stuff, Skyrim, and that was neat.
There are more turnkeys than cut purses down here. I've had my fill of chains. Let's tread lightly, shall we?
Alright, let's see here. I'm actually gonna kill some stuff in here. Just for a little extra LP. You know, there's a couple of games that I really enjoy because of the music. Elder Scrolls Online is one of them because every time you go into a bar or to the local tavern, they have bards who are actually singing different songs in those different places. And I think that's so cool. It's very unique. But it was cool to hear him like put everything together like a bard. That was neat. I like that idea a lot. Well, I mean, it's Cody's prerogative because it's his channel, you know? But I knew you were messing around. I didn't think he'd ban you, but... You know, he gets to do what he wants on his channel. He is the king of his domain. So I'm going and trying to just double check all these nooks and crannies for extra treasure because I want to get the experience right now. I normally don't do this. This is not something I normally do in the game. But I feel like it's important to start this off early and get a lot of experience. Oh, if he only muted you for 10 minutes, it's not a big deal, right? Like, you're fine. I think, you know, everybody's got their, like, limits when they're streaming. Like, I don't get too pissed off by people in my chat. Because, you know, like, you guys are all just coming to hang out, but I'm sure eventually there's going to be a point where somebody aggravates the hell out of me, and I'm going to have to ban them. And I'm probably going to feel bad about it, to be honest. But eventually it does happen, right? Magic. So we're at, you know I bitched about 13 being like super linear. We're actually at a point in this game that's pretty linear. And it's linear for like the next 2 or 3 hours. But early on we got to explore, and Skyrim, I know you've been watching me play a bunch of the Final Fantasy stuff. You missed the part that was pretty open world just starting out, which is a real bummer. I was hoping you'd get to see that.
You have grown very thin, Bosch.
Alright, this is a big deal.
Less than a man.
Okay, I'm going to just give you a story update. Alright? This is a very political game. It's all about the different countries attacking each other. And the country that we're in, Ivlis, it was attacked by Arcadia or Archaea. I don't know all the names of the countries, but it got attacked, and the king had to relinquish power to this other country. Okay, the prince married a princess. Her name was Princess Ash. The prince went off to war and died, and the princess was in mourning. after that, you start playing as this character, Vaughn. Oh, I'm sorry. And Bosch, the guy who's in chains here,
sentenced to
he was
death, and yet you
sentenced
live?
because he's the one who killed the king.
Hondor.
Or so you think.
How many times must I
But it
say
turns
it?
out this
Is
guy
that
who just
all?
took off his helmet is Bosch's
Why not
twin
ask
brother.
Bane himself? Is he not one of your masters?
Twin brother of Bosch. And so what ends up happening is Bosch was framed. Bosch's brother sided with the Empire, killed the king, framed Bosch, who's now in jail. And you, as this character Vaughn, are going through and seeing all of this throughout the story. And I've already kind of explained this, but in Star Wars, you see C-3PO and R2-D2's like vision of the story. Like they're the characters, through their eyes you see everything. In this game, you see the story through Vaughn's eyes. So he's not really the main character. All these other characters are the main characters, but you see the game and the story through Vaughn. I think that kind of catches you up.
She's
a lot going on.
From Rabanasta, the woman Amalia. Who could that be? Such a faithful hound to cling so to a fallen kingdom. Better than throwing it away. Throwing it away, as you threw away our homeland.
Hey, did you beat Mario, by the way? I'm sorry, I was falling asleep. Did you end up beating it?
Who's there?
You were pretty close last
Missed
night
the
when I
blaze.
logged out. You had like
the
5
mist is
stars
flowing
left.
through this room. It must be going somewhere.
Congrats. I love Mario 64.
You know Imperials. Please, you must get me out.
It's against my policy to speak with the dead, especially when they happen to be Kingslayers.
I did not kill him.
Is that so? Huh. Glad to hear it.
Please, get me out. For the sake of Dalmasca.
Dalmasca. That's it. That's the kingdom.
Dalmasca? What do you care about Dalmasca? Everything that's happened is because of you! Everyone that's died. Every single one. Even my brother. You killed my brother!
Quiet. The guards will hear.
I'm dropping it.
Pirates without a sky.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check out at least Bowser. So, are you starting Ocarina of Time this week then? I love Ocarina of Time. That's such a good game. Playing through Breath of the Wild on stream makes me want to go back through and play a bunch of the other Zelda games. So it makes me want to play Skyward Sword, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. Hell, even Link to the Past. Like, I love it.
Spare us your quiddities.
You did the Deku Tree?
Yeah, but he's
a traitor, I know.
That's cool.
Stay here and fight if you want.
So you must have been playing for a while after
If
I
you can
logged
walk,
out.
let's go.
Like,
You're
that's...
taking him with us?
Like, the last
could
5
use another
levels
sword
must have
arm.
taken you, what, like an hour? And beating Bowser, an hour and a half?
And you have it.
Soul Reaver's good. Ocarina of Time's awesome. Like, that's... I like Soul Reaver. I like the first Legacy of Kain, too. Yeah, that last level you were on was pretty tough. Alright. So, there's a dude who sells stuff up here. We're gonna save real quick, and then we'll go talk to him. I haven't really done anything. Except for seeing the cutscene. Bowgun. Wait, can I not? Oh, we just can't equip it yet. Fuck. Alright, we're gonna have to get one of those because he's gonna have to equip it. Same with her for the silver bow. head guard. This is the boring part where I have to do all the menu stuff, guys. Sorry about that. Head guard, leather breastplate. Cool. Okay, so the last thing I have to buy are all these fucking gamuts. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford them all. We have a lot to buy. But once you have them, you have them. Alright, we're going to have to farm a little more gil to get all of the gamuts. Alright. Now Balthier's awesome, so let's go ahead and... Press the switch. Turn on the power. Well, where do I get the fuse? Tube fuse. I'm installing a tube fuse. I want to make that like a perverted joke, but it just seems wrong. I don't know. Doesn't seem the right place for it. All right, got the power on. We got everything. Safe. We're gonna go through the tunnel. Yeah, it's great. I actually have. So in this game, this is the Zodiac version of the game, Zodiac Age. So you can actually turn on like turbo speed. You don't have to turn on turbo speed, but I am. It makes the game a little bit faster to play through. I just like this game so much. Like compared to 13, it's like night and day with how much I like it.
I've heard of these. Mimics. They disguise themselves as all manner of things, then strike when you're least wary. Some of them have a fondness for energy, I'm told. They gorge themselves on the stuff till there's naught left.
So, what happens then?
Lights out, and it's worse in the dark. Much worse. So, let them get too close to one of those conduits, and they'll suck it dry. But don't worry, it'll give the energy back if you ask nicely. Sticking it with a sword helps too. Clock's ticking.
Yeah.
Do I need to equip what's his name with stuff? I guess I do, don't I? Even though he's a guest. Oh, well, it had to be done, you know? Like, if I'm gonna do a whole Final Fantasy countdown, I have to play through 13. Whether I like it or not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, there's parts about 13 I do like. Like, I know I bitched the entire way through that game. But there's a lot of good stuff in it. I actually do like the battle system. Death Creator, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hi. I'll catch up with you later. The battle system is really cool, though. I like the paradigm system and the way that you can set up your characters to do, like, everything. I think that's cool. Just the problem is the bad stuff, for me, outweighs it. Like, as neat as that system is, and as good as the graphics are, and as good as the music is, the story and the character development lacking just takes away from it. Because it's, you know, it's an RPG. Like, I want a good story. I want a bunch of characters that I care about. And you don't get that in 13. It's just too bad, because they had a lot of potential. Like, there's so much good about the game, and it just turned into a big pile of shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, I like 15, and I like 12. They're good games. So 2 out of 3 so far isn't that bad. And the next game after this one is 10, and 10 is my second favorite in the series. Like, it's a solid game. So if we can get through 12, getting into 10 is going to be amazing. Let's just look this. Here, we'll go this way first. Yeah, this is the right way. Couldn't actually remember which way to go. This game has a bunch of characters too. So you get to choose who you want to play with a little bit later down the line. And that's nice, you know. It's nice having a couple of options. So the way it works, actually, here I can show you, is you actually pick a class for everybody. And then after you pick their class, you have this board. So you can choose what abilities and how much health or attack they get starting out, which is pretty cool. Like, it's pretty open as far as, like, how you equip people. There we go. So now I can equip those weapons that I just got the skills for, so I can upgrade their damage. So it's, I don't know, I like this better. Like, the 13 system is very, you have to upgrade your stats, and you do it through this system. And in this game, it's more like, yeah, you have to upgrade stats, but you get to choose when you're upgrading them, how you're upgrading them, and it changes the whole, like, development of the game for you. It's way more, like, player decision based. You're not just stuck in this linear path for literally everything. Story, character development, everything. I've heard people argue that like every Final Fantasy game is linear. I mean, that goes for any game with a story, I guess. But there's a way to do it where the player feels like they have a choice. And in this game, I feel like I have a choice. You know, in Final Fantasy X, I feel like I have a choice. Okay. There we go. We're gonna go in here real quick. I'm fairly certain I can equip Bosch with stuff too. Maybe I'll have to try that out. He doesn't have any gear on. He's a guest though. Oh no, he's locked. I can't equip him with anything. Alright. Like even this is a neat little puzzle. Like you can go through and you can kill those guys who are like sucking the electricity from this place. Or you can choose not to. Like, it's your option. But if you don't kill them, then you fight harder monsters. I think that's great. Like, I think that's a cool choice that the player gets to make, you know? Battle harness. It's a pretty long tunnel we have to go through. And the gate's down, so we're gonna have to go in here. People hit level 8. You know, I think one of the reasons I was so frustrated with this game is the way they tell the story, because I don't like Vaughn. So my first time through, I didn't care for that, but the second time through, I focused on the other characters. The story was riveting. Like, it's such a good story once you take Vaughn out of the picture. And, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so, like, the fact that I now see it as Vaughn C-3PO, I can enjoy the game a little bit more. Different way of looking at it, I guess. Up there. You do have to explore everywhere though, because the chest and the treasure chest in this game can appear in different spots, and they just spawn randomly. Like there's certain spots they can be, but they're not always in the same place. So if you were to go through this map twice, you'd actually find the chest in 2 different areas. And the chests do respawn. So you can go through this literally twice. And get different items, skill, and stuff like that. Wait, don't really need that, but that's alright. Anything you don't need, you can sell. Open the gate. Let's go back through. Okay, here we go. Oh, got some bombs. Let's kill him.
Yeah.
Alright, so like this chest, for instance, wasn't here before, so it respawned. It only gave me a potion, but still. And this one too. I love that. I love that it works that way. Like, you don't get great stuff out of every chest, but there's a chance, right?
Mist seethes.
It reeks. Something's close.
Bosch has armor now.
Nice moves there, Captain.
You mean traitor?
So they say. But I didn't see him kill anyone.
My brother did.
Rex. He said he had a brother 2 years younger. I see. He meant you. Your brother. What became of...
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
It was you who killed him.
I give you my word. That was not the way of it.
Flashback.
Rex, sir. My name's Rex. All I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I. Living in
Time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later.
We found them! But if we arrive after he signed the treaty... Sir, we have little time. You must go to the tank.
They're slowing us down.
Captain Ozilis, and for my parents. Captain, why? Our king, have you done?
His Majesty was a traitor.
So yeah, Bosch's twin killed the dude.
A twin brother. Fancy that. But still, the pieces fit, I'll give you that much. And he did look like you.
I don't believe you.
Of course not. It was my fault that Rex was there. I am sorry.
My brother, he trusted you. He trusted you and he lost everything. How can I believe you?
Not me, then. Believe in your brother. He was a fine soldier. He fought to the last to protect his homeland. No. Surely he fought to protect his brother.
You don't know anything.
Believe what you want to. Whatever it takes to make you happy. What's done is done.
This music's so good too. I love it. It's, like I said, it's a bit subtle. Like, the music just pops up when it needs to, and it sounds great. Alright, I'm going to do my license thing real quick again. So I can equip a shield here. And I don't know the best thing to do for the rest. I guess we'll hold on to our LP so we can get over here. For ninja swords. Fires of War. Alright, that's good. And there's hers too, Feral Strike, so that's good too. Not quite there, but we want to open up their missed abilities. Missed abilities are like limit breaks. They're like super good moves. Alright. So, I mean, I hate to do this. I would love to play this for the next hour, but you can see the map extends a bit, and I have to log out because I've got work tomorrow. So, I'll just say, do it again. I feel like I could literally... I could play this all night. Like, if I didn't have work tomorrow, I would sit here playing this all night. Let me stop my timer real quick. Boop. All right. Haha! Look at that. It's a big Briok. I made this source earlier because I was like, oh, this is it'll be fun. Let's get me and big me, right? So now you can see all the disgusting details of my face. Let's go over to I've got somebody. All right. Hey, Tree Manifesto. I'm going to raid somebody. I know we're a smaller group tonight, but I think it'd still be nice just to make somebody feel good. So let's go over. There's a guy or a girl who plays Fallout 4. She's playing on survival mode. And that Dahlia, some of you guys might know who that is. I'm going to raid her. And you guys have a good night. I will be back tomorrow at 7. We will be playing more Final Fantasy 12. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I will catch up with you later. I'm Briok, Idata Games. See you later.
I'm still questioning if I can trust this save. Briok dies to games. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. How are you tonight? Thank you for the raid.